My name is Dario Moore. I am the founder and director of Enclave Arts Alliance, and we are a New York City-based nonprofit. I actually founded this organization specifically to be able to present artists of color and Black artists in public spaces, to be able to encourage more audience members who maybe would not be inclined to go into a gallery space to engage with art and then become stakeholders in the arts. I will say that it's unfortunate the time that we're in right now in the States with the regime change that has recently taken place about 6 months ago, resulting in the cut in the federal funding, which is disproportionately affecting the arts, and also the rollbacks of DEI programs, which are specifically meant to provide equity for people of color. And I would consider Enclave to be somewhat of a DEI program through the arts. And it is very unfortunate that we're having a harder time to be able to get funding, but that is not going to stop the mission. We persist in the face of these adversities, and we ensure that we do what we can to bring things back into balance and then continue surging on after this low period is done. So that is a little bit on the trends happening. I will also speak on public art because Enclave primarily features public art by artists. In terms of public art with Enclave, we're speaking about art specifically out in green spaces. So we've done shows with Brooklyn Botanic Garden, Queens Botanical Garden. We've had a collaboration with New York Botanical Garden. We have an art residency on Governor's Island, which is a lush green space. And just being able to experience art in nature is something that I think is very therapeutic, and something that specifically in the States, due to redlining, which divided neighborhoods and segregated Black communities specifically into neighborhoods that have higher incidence of health problems, asthma, heat island effect, things that affect them physically due to not having access to green spaces. Because of that, I specifically like to have these shows in green spaces. So there is a little bit of just trying to restore not just mental health, physical health, and also just encourage the public to be able to engage with art in an alternative space they wouldn't typically experience it. So outside of the white-walled gallery space. But we also have traditional gallery exhibitions, including this one at Tafari Castle, which we're so grateful to be able to exhibit. We started doing public art around 2018. Public art really started taking off, I think, more in the pandemic. So around 2021, you started seeing a lot more initiatives for public art. In terms of the exchange, I think that Enclave is unique in just having more international shows so that there's this exchange of conversation between different demographics of people of color. I'm curating shows on behalf of Enclave internationally to be able to have international audiences get a piece of the POC experience, and then also for artists here based in Kenya or based in whatever country that we're working with artists from to be able to present their work back in New York. So that exchange is something that I think is really important, and it's going to enable a lot more integration of communities. And I really want to start with Kenya as a place to be able to connect the African American experience in the States, because Tafari Castle is a beautiful space. I had a residency a couple of years ago, and I was blessed to be able to experience this space and all the facilities, and I really wanted to come back to be able to provide this opportunity for artists, Black artists in the States, to be able to present their work here. So Enclave Arts Alliance, you can find us on Instagram at Enclave, so the @ symbol ANKHLAVE. You can also see it spelled here. And you can also find us on our website, www.enclave.org. And I personally also can be followed on Instagram at Dario Moore. So that's at DARIOMOHR. And you can also find me on my website, www.dariomore.com, to find out more about other shows that I'm curating. And with that said, I just want to shout out all of the artists who participated in this, because it's a fantastic moment to actually reconnect with the continent of our ancestry. And by reconnecting with the continent through your art being here, even if you aren't able to make it here yet, maybe during the duration of the show, you may be able to come, but if not, at least your work is here, and that is one step. And hopefully next time you'll be here and you'll have the opportunity to engage with the public and learn about the oral traditions and just a little bit more about where you came from, which is a major part of your identity.